Hello, my name is Jacqueline McCormack and I'm Vice President for Online Development here at IT Sligo. And I would like to give you a very warm welcome as one of our online students. And I want to congratulate you on obtaining a place in one of our online courses. So you're joining a large group of online students studying here at IT Sligo. And whilst many of our students are based in Ireland and the UK, we do have students in lots of other locations around the world. This is the first time that we've run a completely online induction programme. Up until now, we've had an on-campus induction with some of the talks recorded. Last year for our on-campus induction, we got a lovely surprise when one of our students unexpectedly travelled 6,000 miles from the other side of the world to attend our on-campus induction. And whilst it was lovely to meet Jackie and the other students who attended on campus last year, this year instead we put together a comprehensive package of online induction activities which we hope you will find to be useful. So as I said, you're joining a large cohort of online learners at IT Sligo. Online learning was established here in the early 2000s, but since then our numbers of students have grown steadily. And this graph shows the numbers from 2016-17 onwards. And last year in 2019-20, we had over 140 online courses with 3,665 students on full award-bearing programmes, as well as 178 students as higher apprentices, and then about 6,000 students doing various short courses, including a large group of students doing short courses with the Insurance Institute of Ireland. And then we had another couple of thousand students studying MOOCs, massive open online courses, which are free online courses. So altogether, we had a very large cohort of online learners. And we were aiming this year for about 4,200 students this academic year. But as you may have realised, we've had a huge demand for our online courses this year, and we've been inundated with applications. And we hope that there will be well over this target. It's too early yet to say the exact numbers, but we imagine that we're going to be well over it. And as you can see, we have ambitions to increase the number of online students over the next couple of years. And this really is about trying to make higher education as accessible to as many learners as possible. An important factor underpinning many of our online courses is providing education and training for employers and employees. And many of our courses are either bespoke or developed in very close collaboration with industry. And many of the courses are delivered in partnership with others, other institutions, including some other higher education institutes. And some of you will be studying on these partnership courses. And we also have a range of bespoke courses that we've developed for specific employer groups. So I wanted to give you a little glimpse into behind the scenes for our lecturing staff. So on the campus, we have a number of online teaching and recording booths that are set up for the staff with all the equipment ready for them to teach. This year, however, with the pandemic situation, we equipped all of our staff with laptops and the equipment to work remotely and teach remotely from anywhere, as long as they can get a broadband connection to stream their class. Teaching the types of subjects that we do here means that we need to put in place lots of things to facilitate our online learning. We try as much as possible only really to have an attendance requirement whenever it's necessary. We have lots of things we put in place to try and allow us to teach remotely as much as possible. So for example, in the engineering faculty, we have a range of mini engineering rigs that are set up, and the students can access these remotely to do their practicals and record the results and so on. Or for example, this lecturer is teaching a graphic design related subject, and each of these computer screens represents a student at home going through the work that he's asked them to do, and he's going around giving them feedback and trying to give them support. With the pandemic situation at the moment, we are trying to move a lot of this activity as much as possible into cloud-based solutions so that we can facilitate as much remote teaching as possible. And we also have had to solve the problem of our online students who need to do exams, particularly those who are international students and can't easily come to one of our exam centres. So we've also set up a system whereby students can use an exam supervision company to supervise them during their examinations. So I also wanted to give you an overview, just a quick overview of the Centre for Online Learning, or CALL, here at IT Sligo. And CALL is here to help facilitate your online learning, to try and give you a high quality learning experience. So we have three main areas within CALL. The Business Development and Operations Unit works to try and ensure that we know what type of training employers need and that we can give information to prospective students, and we also trying to improve the various operations involved in the online learning activities. The Online Student Experience Unit includes a team of online student advisors who provide an extra support, particularly in the larger areas within the college. And then they also have an Instructional Design Unit who supports their lecturers in designing their courses and puts together training for staff, and has also put together a lot of training information and support for you as students as well. And we're about to appoint an RPL officer who will support applicants through the recognition of prior learning process. Then we also have an Online Innovations Unit, and the purpose of this unit really is to try and ensure that our online teaching is as innovative as possible, and we have a number of different projects that are going on within that unit. We obviously work very closely with our colleagues in IT services for a lot of the technical aspects, and as well as that, we work very closely with colleagues in the admissions team, the ODL admissions team, who are involved with the admissions processes and student fees and collection and so on, and also with the marketing team. And overall, the vision for online learning at IT Sligo is that we try to provide a very broad range of flexible and accessible higher education opportunities for you that meet the needs of employers to provide a talent pipeline. And we have a very strong focus on trying to maximise the participation and success of our students, maintaining our leadership position in online learning. I wanted to give you just a very quick overview of two of the projects that we have ongoing at the moment. And these really are to help illustrate the potential of online learning and some of the innovative activities that we're undertaking at the moment. So one of these is the Higher Ed for All project, and it's a HEA funded project that's providing a transformative higher education model. So up until now, most of our online learners have been part-time students undertaking their course whilst in employment and with the support of their employer and studying for professional development purposes. But this year, we're piloting 3 full-time online degrees, which are aimed at full-time students who would find coming to campus too challenging for a range of reasons. So that might be they have a caring or a business responsibility, or they have some type of disability or some other barrier that stops them being able to come to campus to undertake a full-time course. And this project has been taken in collaboration with a number of partners, including Family Carers Ireland and the Disability Federation of Ireland. And it's really about trying to facilitate equality of opportunity for participation and success in higher education for all. And the second project then is the iNote project. Again, it's HEA funded. And this project has been done in collaboration with our partners GMIT and Letterkenny IT. And it is about trying to build the digital capacity in the northwest of Ireland. And the part of the project that IT Sligo are leading out on is the development of a comprehensive range of support for online learners. And there's a whole package of support that we're working on, including the induction material that you're working through at the moment, but also other student support services that we hope you will make use of during the academic year. So I just wanted to finish off by giving you some advice as you start your course. In terms of starting your course, I would strongly recommend that you link up as soon as possible with your lecturers and the support staff, get to know some of your classmates and actively engage in the induction activities. If there's something that you're not sure about, please don't be afraid to ask a question. We'll try and help you as best as we can. And find out about what student support services we have available so that if you need them at some stage in your studies, you know how to access them and what types of things are available. So during your course and semester then, it's really important that you keep up to date and engage with your lectures and your course activities. Keep in touch with your course team. Look out for communications from the college and read instructions that we give you very carefully so that you don't make an error and end up getting into some type of difficulty. If you do get into some difficulty during the course, please ask for help sooner rather than later. Don't let something turn into a big problem. Please get in touch with us as soon as possible, and we'll try and do our best to help you. And it's also important to mention that we welcome constructive feedback. So because we're always seeking to try and improve how we do things. So we're always welcome constructive feedback from our students. So lastly, I wanted to share this photograph with you from our graduation last year. So online learning at IT Sligo really began with this student, Richard Warnock. So Richard was an on-campus student in the early 2000s, and he asked the course team, did he really need to make the long journey to campus every week for his class? Could he not access his classes online somehow? And really that's how online learning began at IT Sligo in terms of trying to tackle that problem and to make opportunities available for our students. So we were delighted then when Richard came back to study with us again recently, and this is him graduating with his master's degree last year, along with his two sons who were also graduating from IT Sligo. So I know when you're starting out on this course, it might seem a little daunting, but this is an exciting learning journey for you, and we will do our best to support you as much as we can. And I wish you all the very best for your online studies, and I look forward in due course to meeting up with you in graduation as well.